Hello, I'm Denise. I am a team leader with Uborne Books. I have 2 degrees in education. I'm a former teacher, homeschool mom, and I'm all about helping families to have a successful school year. I've got 2 tips for helping your kids to have a successful school year. Tip number 1 is to read to them a lot. Studies have shown that reading a lot and having plenty of books in the home is more important than any other factor involving your kids' education. Reading with your kids and having a house full of books is more impactful than your education level, your income level, the homework that they do, the flashcards, the tests. All of those things do not have nearly the impact on their future as simply reading to them. It doesn't matter what you're reading. It doesn't have to support the curriculum that they're currently using. It just needs to be something they love that's building a love of reading and a love of learning in your kids. The second tip for having a successful school year with your kids is just to invest in their education. Know what they're learning and help them to learn it in a way that's low stress and fun for them. The emotional aspect of school is often the most overwhelming and difficult to overcome. To help them do that, take an interest in what they're learning. Talk to them about it and show how much you love it too, and talk about it at home. So today I'm going to show you 6 really great tools for back to school and helping your kids to have a really great successful school year. Tool number 1 is lift the flap everything. And the great thing about lift the flap is your kids don't feel like they're working. They don't feel like they're doing homework or studying a certain topic. They don't align perfectly with the curriculum. And so your kids are going to enjoy just engaging in these flaps and having fun with them. We have lift the flap books in everything from preschool skills like first math and shapes and colors and opposites, all the way up to upper level skills like periodic table of elements, engineering, multiplication and division, fractions and decimals, and everything in between. So check out our lift the flap books. Your kids will go bananas over these, and they're a very fun way to engage in the subjects they're studying without feeling like they're doing more homework. Tool number 2 is encyclopedias. I believe firmly that every home should have encyclopedias, especially in this age of the internet where anybody can put any information out there. It's so great to have quality books that are reviewed and by authors and publishers who are held accountable for the information they put out there. Uborne encyclopedias are really great because they have fantastic images, and all of their information is provided in these small bite-sized chunks that are not overwhelming for kids to read and look at. Our encyclopedias are also internet linked, which means that any topic that they find in here that they love, they can go to the internet, put in our link that's in here, and it'll take them to a safe, reviewed website that has appropriate content for them to learn more about the subjects that they're interested in. The next tool that you have got to add to your home, thank me later, is our math and science dictionaries. These things are fantastic. We have math dictionaries from little bitties all the way up through high school, and science for the same thing. Elementary dictionaries all the way up through high school. This particular one contains physics, chemistry, and biology, or you can buy those subjects individually. They are fully illustrated, bright and colorful, and are really great at breaking down the information in a way that's easier for you to explain to your kids when you're a little bit rusty on that information, and easy for them to read independently if they're working on their own to get a fresh take on the concepts that they're practicing in their classrooms. The next tool that you're going to want to add to your home is some of our activity books. Our activity books, we have these on adding and subtracting, multiplying, telling time, measuring things, fractions and decimals, and they are bright and colorful and fun and engaging. They are really fun to do, and they have the answer key. And then we've got white cleans. These are fun because who doesn't love playing with dry erase? They can be written on and erased over and over again, and we have these in every subject. For your little ones, these are for preschool through lower elementary. We do have some for mid-elementary, and there's spelling and telling time and multiplying and first math, and so these are so fun and the kids love writing on them and wiping them off. The next tool that I highly recommend is some writing tools. We have really great thesauruses, grammar and punctuation books, and write your own. These are activity books that the kids can write directly in. They are so wonderful. They're going to be different than the type of writing they're doing at school because they can come up with their own topics and their own genres that they love. And this book is going to walk them through how to structure their writing well, and it's going to give them creative ideas for new vocabulary and new twists and plots and new ways to describe their characters, things to think about while they're writing. And during that process, they're going to get practice and reinforcement in structure, in vocabulary, in spelling, in creativity. It's so neat. In addition, I highly recommend grabbing a grammar and punctuation book and a Not Your Everyday illustrated thesaurus. Now we have a few thesauruses in our collection. This one is my favorite. It is broken down by subject, and so it's a great inspiration for what to write about. And then once you have a decision of what to write about, it gives you new words to use in your writing. It has some story starters and story endings and sentence starters, descriptions, different characters that can be used in your writing, different settings. It is such a fun thesaurus, really great way to spice up your kids' writing. And there is an index in the back if you're looking for a specific word. The last tool that I recommend is our learning palettes and our learning wrap-ups. These are fantastic, and they're such a great way to switch it up from worksheets and flashcards and even apps on iPads and computers. These are so great. So this is our learning palette, and the way that it works is all of these coins come out. There's a card, and we have these in a variety of sets, then reading and math. The kids put the card on the tray and they look for the question that matches their coin they've got in their hand. So for example, this is the 20. They've got the yellow coin that matches this 20, and so they're looking for the answer to that, which is 2 10s and 0 1s. So we're practicing that skill. Once they fill in all of the coins, then they can flip it over because it's self-check, and they make sure that their coins match the colors on the back. The learning wrap-up, these are so great, and some of them even come with CDs. They're very fun to listen to. And what you do is you take the string and you're answering the question. So this wrap-up is times 1, and so you start here on the left and you've got a 4. So 4 times 1 is 4, so you would wrap it this way. And then you come to the next one and you've got 2 times 1 is 2, so you come down to the 2, and you're gonna wrap it all the way up until you finish it. And then on the back, there are little lines, you can see there, where you make sure your strings have matched up with the lines on the back, so it self-checks. This key goes up to multiplication times 10. We also have these in states and capitals, music, theory, lots of different math ones, and some English ones. So these are definitely worth checking out. Okay, so let us know if you have any questions. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a fantastic school year.